This just smell rich. Rich, rich, rich. Smell this, you smell money. Hello, my beautiful besties. I hope you guys are doing fabulous today. If this is your first time here, my name is Shells. I cover fragrance, beauty, lifestyle, all the things. So if that sounds like your type of vibe, I welcome you to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and drop me some comments down below so we can get to know each other. In today's video, I will be talking about fragrances that give off clean, soft girl type of vibe. Because I don't know about you, but I am in my soft girl era. And you know your girl likes to smell clean. When you talk about my type of vibe, these fragrances are my vibe. Okay, so if you want to see what these fragrances are, please continue to watch. The first fragrance I'm going to touch on is an oldie but goodie. It is timeless, but it's not giving me old lady timeless. This fragrance still smells like a modern fragrance. It smells so beautiful. If you love your more watery type of fruits, your watery, dewy, fresh type of florals, this fragrance is for you. Now, when you see the note breakdown, there is a whole lot going on. Every fruit and every floral in the world is in this fragrance, but when I tell you this smells beautiful, it is not a beast mode fragrance, but it smells clean and fresh. It has a sweetness to it. The fragrance I'm talking about is Libre from Issey Miyake. This is probably my third or my fourth bottle. Oh, wow. This smells so gorgeous. Beautiful opening with that melon. The melon that is in here is not giving me watermelon vibes. This is cantaloupe. Cantaloupe is, in the melon family, but it is just juicy and has a very distinct smell. There's lotus, there's rose water, there's freesia. So I'm telling you, it's very watery, very, sheer, luminous. Ah, so beautiful. Very musky as well. There's osmanthus. As I said, there's a lot going on. But feminine, soft girl era, clean type of fragrance. Easy grab and go. You don't have to think about this fragrance. It is a eau de toilette, but this fragrance performs. At this point, I will safely say this is a for lifer fragrance. I don't ever want to be without this. And those of you who have this fragrance, I would love to know. Tell them down in the comments how beautiful this is. Very dewy, very fresh, very aquatic, has the right amount of sweetness. Beautiful fragrance. And might I add, very much affordable. I have a pretty good mixture of fragrances on here, more high-end, more affordable. But make no mistake, you will definitely be smelling clean and soft and absolutely beautiful. So Libre from Issey Miyake. The next fragrance I'm going to touch on is also giving clean, soft girl era. But this softness, this clean vibe that I'm talking about is a musky, almost soapy type of clean fragrance. It is Pure Poison from Dior. This is another fragrance I've had in my collection for a long time. I love to sleep in this fragrance. Smells so comforting and just relaxing. This is one of those fragrances that's going to have people wanting to cuddle up with you. This is your white t-shirt, your easy one and done. Very intimate. People are going to have to come close to you to smell this fragrance. But this is like a warm hug. The definition of this is clean. The opening is very bright and citrusy. There's orange, bergamot. There's also jasmine, which adds that clean soapiness that I'm talking about. There's also orange blossom, which adds a little creaminess. You have to like musk to like this fragrance. It is very musky and has just a touch of woodiness down in the base from that sandalwood and that cedar. But so, so beautiful. Easy grab and go. I love this fragrance. And this is also another for lifer. There's nothing complex about it. It is just easy, and that is what I love. If I'm going to a doctor's appointment, I could pull for this. I know it's not going to offend anybody. If you work closely with people, this is not going to offend anybody. It's just going to have you smelling very clean and put together. And also, if you're in your soft girl era, you don't want to be beast mode, you just don't want to be bothered by your fragrance, I would say also get your nose on Pure Poison from Dior. This next fragrance was a love at first sniff. And when I tell you, that rarely ever happens to me. This is a very simple fragrance. This is the definition of what clean is. But think clean with a hint of sweetness. Think of an elevated clean. Think of laundry detergent clean, but more upscale. The fragrance I'm talking about is Dearest Graceful Hydrangea from the Bridgerton collection. When I tell you I was minding my business in Ulta when I saw this and I smelled it, I was stopped dead in my tracks. Oh my God. I love it so much so I bought one for my friend and shipped it to Jamaica. She fell in love and we both got backup bottles of this fragrance, and it is not even done yet. It's halfway. It smells so pretty and clean but sweet. The note breakdown is so simple. Blackcurrant, hortensia, I believe there's praline and cedar. That's all there is to this. But when I tell you it smells amazing. How do you get a fragrance to smell like laundry detergent without making it too realistic, but making it smell elevated, very clean, graceful? Graceful is the word I'm looking for. This fragrance is called Graceful Hydrangea, and it is fitting. And for a clean fragrance, this lingers. It lingers on the skin. It lingers on the clothing. I am impressed with the longevity on this. Every time I wear this to work, my colleague would stop by my office and say, "You smell so nice. Your office smells so nice." He loved it so much, he also picked up a bottle for his wife. So when I'm telling you, do not sleep on this clean fragrance. Clean is the name of the game, but think graceful and elevated. That's this in a bottle. So if you don't get your nose on any fragrance from the Bridgerton collection, get your nose on Graceful Hydrangea. I'm telling you, you're gonna pick up a bottle. So yeah, so good. Moving on to a fragrance that smells like your skin, but better. But imagine your skin smelling a little sweet, a little bit musky, and a tad bit creamy and fruity. Very simple note breakdown too, but it is so gorgeous. And it is You Remind Me from Forever Moon. I believe this was Jackie's wedding day scent, and I can see why. Also a fragrance that is given soft girl era, a fragrance that is given clean, a fragrance that is given very classy. You know, this is minimalistic luxury. You know what I mean? This is one of them. You're not going to appear as though you're trying too hard. But make no mistake, this fragrance smells amazing. There are only 4 notes listed: apricot, musk, orange blossom, and skin. You do smell that hint of apricot. It's not so much giving peachy. You smell something fruit-like in here. You do pick up on that muskiness. You do get the creaminess from that orange blossom. This is so beautiful. Very fitting for a wedding day scent. Very fitting for a signature scent. And as much as It is marketed as a skin scent. This lasts, and this I get good performance and moderate projection from this. So Jackie did such a good job. Might I add how affordable this fragrance is? This is under $100 for a 50 ml. This is so, so beautiful. So if you're looking for a beautiful wedding day scent, if you're a spring bride, this would be amazing. If you're in your soft girl, clean girl era, You Remind Me is another fragrance that's gonna scratch that itch, baby girl. So yeah, get your nose on this one from Forever Mood. Moving on to a fragrance that is newer to my collection, but still in the vein of clean and soft girl era. The fragrance I'm talking about is Rinse Cycle from the house of Noyz. Now, when I tell you Noyz is starting to pick up some steam, they have a few fragrances that smell really, really nice. Three fragrances that smell really, really nice, and two of those fragrances I already own. What I'm going to say about this specific one, you have to like lemon, because lemon is in the top note. But when I tell you the lemon is here throughout the entire fragrance, it is reeked up in here, okay? Not the lemon rind, but more so the lemon juice. There's also guava in here. There's pear. I heard guava, and that is why I was so interested in this fragrance. I was hoping that I would smell more of the guava. You do get a little hint of it, but it is a fresh guava. It is not giving me ripe, sweet guava. This is giving me like the green skin guava as opposed to the yellow skin guava. And I can speak to guava because I grew up in Jamaica. I ate guava all the time. So I do know what guava smells like. And I'm not getting that enough in here. But you also have to like musk. It is a musky scent. There's a cherry blossom note in here, which you do get. But the lemon, man, the lemon in here is very, very prominent. You have to like lemon. It also has this watery kind of vibe to, watery, kind of freshness. But overall, it is a nice fragrance that will not break the bank. This is under $100 as well. So if you like lemon, if you like the light blues, you will like this. Similar type of lemon. Not zesty lemon, but lemon juice is what I'm getting, mixed with a hint of those fruits, a little bit of that cherry blossom, and, very, very musky. So yeah, so if you're hunting for a bright, citrusy, lemony, with nuances of fruits, then get your nose on Rinse Cycle from Noyz. Besties, now we are stepping into a clean fragrance that is giving upper echelon, distinguished, noble, regal, maybe majestic even. This one is sophisticated, darling. Okay, the fragrance I'm talking about is Libre Le Absolu Platine. Ah, so, so beautiful. You definitely get that Libre DNA, but it is toned down a lot in this fragrance. I will say you have to like lavender and aldehydes to jive with this fragrance. It is also very citrusy. It's musky, has a very slight sweetness from that vanilla down in the base. But make no mistake, this one will have you smelling very, very rich and esteemed, darlings. This one is giving elevated. It is your rich auntie. This is giving me more dressed up, special occasion. This is not your errands type of fragrance, at least not for me. That's not how I see this. This requires more than just throwing something on. This one deserves time and effort, Also giving soft woman era, maybe not girl, soft woman era, also giving very much clean vibes, but more sophisticated and just, requires more. That's all I'm gonna say. The lasting power on this, insane. All of the leaves, they perform. They are performers. So you don't have to worry about that. Libre les absolu platine, darlings. Yeah. Okay. So we are down to the last fragrance. And we're still in that upper echelon category. We're still in that luxury category. This one is for my women who are more well off, the high society people. So if you want to smell like that, then this fragrance is for you. It is Soleil Neige from Tom Ford. Unique is the name of the game with this one. This is a clean fragrance with a twist, with a little edge, with a little personality, with a little pizzazz, with a little sass. This just smells rich. Rich, rich, rich. Smell this, you smell money. The opening is very bright with the bergamot. There is a carrot seed note. I believe there's labdanum in here. Also very creamy. There's an orange blossom, there's rose, there's benzoin, there's vanilla. So it's very creamy, hints of sweetness. It's a little bit bright. You get a little touch of that carrot seed, which adds that unique edge. If I were to compare this fragrance, it would be along the lines of musk therapy from Initio. Not a smell alike, but that creamy sweetness, that creaminess, that brightness that musk therapy has. This is giving, creaminess and freshness along those lines. They don't smell alike, but that fragrance is what comes to mind. So if you like musk therapy, you're going to like this one. Oh my goodness. On this tester strip, this is kicking up and it smells so beautiful. I have maybe 2 Tom Ford fragrances in my collection because that is a house that is not safe. But this one, oh my God, if you like an elevated, clean, unique scent profile, Soleil Neige is your way to go. What a gorgeous piece of fragrance. Oh my God, smells beautiful. Soft woman era also, not a soft girl, a soft woman, a woman who has money, who likes expensive things, who like to fine dine, and that's this type of fragrance. So if that's the vibe you are going for, get your nose on Soleil Neige from Tom Ford. Beautiful. Besties, I don't know about you, but I am living in my soft girl, clean girl era. I don't want anything or anyone disrupting my peace. So if that's the type of vibe you're coming with, then you and I don't align. Okay? But if that's the era of life that you are in, these fragrances will bring out your best self. Okay? So if you have any of these fragrances, I want to know. So sound off down in the comments. With that being said, I hope you guys have the most spectacular one, and I will catch you in another video. Bye.